Thank you.
Now we know where the well is, but you're the first to step foot in the deep zone in over 15 years. And I need more time to understand Alan's suppression method. So why don't you stretch your legs and chart the deep zone while you're at it? We'll need to map a way to the well as it is.
Well, you know, all things considered, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to. I mean, here I was thinking I was going to plow through this and that and everything else and flip over again. And the entire stability of the zone would be collapsed. It would be red level like before. And my car would flip over. I think I said that. Let me just shut this. I don't want it to rain in. But look at this. My car. It's in the best condition that it's been since it's had to make an unscheduled, unplanned trip through a gateway. Poor tires. They're bald. I think one of them was brand new. And there goes my blowtorch. Yeah, who cares? Who cares? I was prepared this time. I was so prepared this time. Let me put on some music. I'm feeling a bit flaky right now. And, well, I don't know, maybe it'll cool me down. I'm always a little worked up when I barely escape. Tardigrade count further increasing. We're now passing 250 TPM. Approaching safe operating limit. We didn't expect this kind of growth. What are they doing in there? Are they spelling out letters? You know, honest to goodness, I think my hands are shaking just a bit, my armpits are sweaty, and why is... oh, right. I was beginning to wonder why my trunk was open, but that's beside the point, and... hey, look at this, I don't need much first aid, but I'll take some anyway, who cares? This armor's been good to me. Especially given the gauntlet it went through. Now let's talk... oh, forget that. Let's talk dumpster pearls. Look at how big this one is. I'm gonna put them both through here. And then I'm gonna shop vacuum. Okay, it's all pretty standard fare, but there's so much of it. The music, I was listening to that. Look at all the corrupt energy I've got. Alright, time for shop vac.
Ghost on the road. It's a cold one. What a white one. My heart is froze. It's a cold one. Thinking of
heard this one before. See, I'm gonna stick some... Oh, you know what? Forget that. Because it's worn out. It's fragile. There's no fixing it. This was its first drive out. Unbelievable. I'm gonna have to take, like, everything with something that can't be fixed, including these tires. And recycle them because they have conditions that can't be fixed. Now, is there anything else around here which is beyond repair? Let's paint here. I didn't ask for it. Okay, all this stuff too. I got lots of tree candy. Or at least some. I suppose my first priority is fixing the door and the tires and all that. Armored door. Huh. I'm trying to apply wood paneling here, but it doesn't really look like wood paneling anymore, does it? It's not even showing up on here. Things are overrated anyway. Putting these in here. Okay, let's talk actually, you know what, forget the tires for now. Let's talk research into tires, perhaps. What is this? Good limb technologies to blend the conventional wheel boosting grip and intelligently acknowledging traction and friction. I don't know. Sounds a little much. What's this here? Limb chip. Well, I can max that out. This thing. Oh, it needs unstable energy rather than corrupted energy. There's that idea. The next gen hammer. Take that too. I've never heard of this Olympium stuff. Alright, sure. I don't know what Olympium actually is, but maybe I will make a door out of it someday. Now, let's talk tires again. Yeah, I'll make it all terrain. Pretty good supply of tree candy, don't I? Crafted that darn tire. Where is it? Oh, wait. Okay, the car's back in business. Anything I didn't take out of that trunk? The limb shield, yeah. Problem is, I'm not 100% sure whether I want to leave this behind or not, or keep it in my trunk for whatever the reason. What about the dumpster? It's nice out right now. Poor dumpster. I keep snubbing it, you know what I mean? I'm sure it has crude stuff to offer me, but I'm not interested in crude stuff. Now let's talk hammers. The magnetic kind. It needs a limb magnet. I don't know how to make one of those. Well, bang goes that idea. Thing called a limb magnetizer that I ran into in that disastrous deep zone. Need some more sealing and magnetic kits. And a blowtorch, I could use one of those. It is the... Wait a minute. Before I talk about blowtorches, let's talk about myself for a second here. Oh, I see what this is. It's a balloon shirt. Now that I've got some red balloons, I can... These balloons anyway. Oh, and... Maybe I can... go through the mid-zone like real slow and grab some marsh eggs. Yeah, there's a lot of marsh eggs necessary. And this, again, Olympium. Okay, I can't do anything about myself then, but let's see. Let's see about mechanics kits. sealing kits. Shame I can't improve my fuel can. I completely drained myself out of spare fuel. And other than that, wait a minute. I think there was a car quirk I identified. It's not the one with the battery. Okay, apparently it is the one with the battery. So the battery versus the wipers. Well, since I haven't seen it before, I did notice the wipers triggering when the battery was really draining with that limb shield. So maybe I'm guessing it's low, and then the wipers. I don't know. I'm just gonna guess here, just for the sake of combinatorics and scratching stuff off the battery. Actually, you know what? I'll pay the 1.5 kilograms for the. Oh wait, 10 guesses. Well, that's definitely an improvement. Okay, I'll just try this here then. Okay, other than the obvious. The wipers move slow when the battery is what? Oh, the problem is I'd have to have had the wipers on during all of this, but I can just brute force the rest of it. Oh, wow. That was a guess. Okay, I need 2 kits. Electricians and mechanics, I have both. And my car is once again as quirk-free as the quirk wind. Those kits I needed again. Mechanics, electricians. And I need first aid. I can't just ignore that, can I? I don't have it. Hand vacs do I have? Okay, so what have I learned here? Well, first off, beach balls. Cleanup continues. Private field notes Dr. A.F. Kingy, date unknown. Cleanup continues, but even 6 weeks after February's lab explosion, we're still finding more and more gel that has escaped into the atmosphere. Between 700 and 800 cubic meters of material was ejected in the blast. We believe it was initially distributed over approximately 200 square kilometers, but given the nature of the material, it may have traveled further. Given time, it would seem that most gel tends to settle somewhere around local ground level, regardless of environmental conditions, altitude, or air pressure. However, its very nature makes it susceptible to strong winds and meteorological changes, meaning it may be many weeks before we have a full picture of the scale of distribution. In addition, it seems that a great deal of blast debris may have been mixed with, perhaps even suspended in, the gel, which is a habit of slowly absorbing items it passes over. I'll explain why I got some out of it. And a limb magnetizer. Private field notes Dr. A.F. Kingy, date unknown. We continue to experience a growing demand for on-site manufacturing and engineering facilities, especially as artists' requests for custom-built equipment increase. it's becoming difficult to keep up with the degradation experienced within the zone and the degradation with the experience within the zone takes a daily toll. In particular, we find ourselves in need of a great deal of machine parts and magnets. For the latter, it has become necessary to improvise large machines that can quickly magnetize ferromagnetic elements and their alloys in the hope that we can mass-produce replacements. While our early prototypes were somewhat jury-rigged and themselves vulnerable to the vagaries of the zone conditions, I believe I've devised a sustainably sturdier solution. I'm distributing blueprints of this limb-assisted design to all department heads. So apparently you use scrap metal with it, and I'm guessing it magnetizes it somehow? A tour bus. Transmission fragment, Dr. Anita Olson, November 28th, 1968. We've lost Dr. Powell now, too. God dang it. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, that's right. Yes, he was adamant it was safe. He was stupid and it was unnecessary, that dang man. Listen, tell your men to stay back. This one is even more dangerous than the others. It's like an evolution. Yes, that's what I said. I don't care what you think. We can worry about that later. Right now I need helicopter extraction and nobody goes near any more of those things. Don't forget, Captain, that the chain of command just changed. Now I'm in charge. Finally, this devil grinder. So imagine a dust devil, yeah? You know those. Oh wait, this is from Arda Field Headquarters, May 4th, 1968. So imagine a dust devil, yeah? You know those. So imagine a dust devil, right? But turned up to the max. Yeah, I said to the max. Lenny, hold the receiver to your ear. Your ear! Yeah, so it's like a dust devil, but so much more powerful. Like small, like focused, but so strong. With the strength to just pick up trash and even stones and hurl them around. Collins has a goddamn concussion or some crap like that. A concussion! Huh? Oh, it's when you hurt your head. No, not when you hurt your head. I mean, a concussion is when a person hurts their head. What did you say? Yeah, sure, like a boxer. Listen, Lenny, I've seen this thing smash a truck into submission. Like, just pummel them. I said pummel them! Hey, hold the receiver to your ear, man. Shout. I am shouting, Lenny, but you are not listening. I'm trying to... Lenny, what is going on? What are you doing? Is someone there? Who is that? What the heck, Lenny, are you kissing? How is that even coming through? I have no idea. Anyway, when length is simply too heavy, lather on this other release substance to lighten your day. Guaranteed to reduce loads and soften collisions or your money back. If solid state medical assistance. Okay, what's this? Doors. I did find an Olympium door. How'd I find that? It's only... Oh yeah, I unlocked it. I thought I'd picked it up for some reason and never bothered using it. And this thing, a limb chip. Carefully constructed using limb technology. So many advanced devices. Let's talk paint. Flames. Yeah, like on a hot rod. And finally, lab reports. Number 1, at last. Initial trials on the remote battery charger have been extremely encouraging. As predicted, the key mitigating factor is distance. We can only charge in close proximity. Our success here, though limited, does suggest a future in which we can make plugs and connectors obsolete. But for now, the devices which we charge still need to be nearby. In the short term, we can find applications for roll-on, roll-off battery recharging in vehicles. Anything from cars to light aircraft, mass proximity charging for handheld devices like radios, and make greater use of larger examples of field portable equipment. However, our ultimate goal still remains to remotely charge a device as far as our line of sight. A car with a flat battery down the road, a cordless power tool half a mile away, imagine that! And finally, SRR meeting minutes 4. May 19th, 1950. Agenda: early promising results of limb technology on forest restoration and landscape. Data collection and cross-reference. Early discouraging results of limb technology and artificial mineral synthesis and troubleshooting the problem as a group. Arising concerns are side effects of limb technology experimentation on surrounding wildlife. New SRR members not following proper containment procedure with limb experimentation. Action items are as follows: Dr. Turn to establish weekly office hours to consult on SRR projects. SRR to establish limb experimentation best practices. And the last thing, what have we learned on this trip? Well, the car took a substantial amount of impact damage, with some radiation and explosive thrown in for salts. I myself took mostly radiation and impact, with just a teeny bit of impact. I was not exposed to the storm. I Drove uphill for 2 seconds. Destroyed 33 trees. I wonder if some of those trees were actually those stone pillars that I kept running into in the deep zone. I gotta get used to saying that. And there's fuel, battery power, health I was patching up. Whole thing lasted an hour and a half. But it felt like so much longer. I think I've heard this song already. So why am I being blocked from this limb-related space stuff? Are you telling me I can't access any of the data relating to the synchrotron emission analysis? You know, I can just scan at 408 megahertz on my own time, right? I can collect this stuff myself. What are we researching that I'm not allowed to? Oh, that's lovely, I'm sure. As always, I can never remember what it is I do and don't have. Although, to be honest, I think if there's one thing I'm completely out of, it's fuel. But other than that, the car looks fine. I keep thinking I'm missing out on something that I need to whatever. Let's see. Well, blow me right down if it isn't the Myers. Although I think that symbol means that there's that the water is corrosive. But I can go into the deep zone now. Although I don't recognize. There's this one biome here at A5 and A7. They're called red spires. Never seen it. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to hold off on that because I'm going to finally finish my ages-long ambition of unlocking this highway. The Acrid Waters. That's right, they even named it. Plus, I need more unstable energy. If I'm ever going to build that thing that supposedly shifts all these around. All these storms and such. Now, this is going to be a nice route here. 2 highways, followed by D4, which is the Scorch, which is a little bit problematic, to be honest. Problem is I can't really go through D1 because, I mean, yes, I need marsh eggs. I need them kind of badly. I can get them here, though. I got a hefty chunk of time, I think. Alright, enough of my blathering on. Let's get the show on the road. And also get some fuel. I need fuel. Spare fuel, I should say. As you can see, my fuel gauge is fine. Oh, look at how bright these are. Right on the battery, though. So, we're going to G1, where there's anchor obfuscation. I suppose I can do without the anchors here, though. So, it's really no skin off my nose. But first, the highway.